Here we go. Hello everyone and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. Backed by popular demand, it's the AREG net. This is VA3CJZ Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, or AREG, for Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, which is located at the western tip of Lake Ontario, and we meet here every Wednesday between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on 146.430 megahertz FM Simplex. As of tonight, this net has been on the air once a week for 1,682 weeks. That's over 32 years consecutively on every Wednesday. It is a simplex net, so not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. And it's a great way to test the range of your antennas and radios and helps you improve your station. With that in mind, I stream the net on YouTube. That way people who tune in can hear how they sound on the air, see their signal strength, and of course, hear stations they can't pick up on their radios. Just search for VA3CJZ on YouTube, and you can look for us under the live button. And everyone with a valid license is welcome to check into this net, and I'd like to congratulate and welcome all the newly licensed amateur operators. Finally, I ask that you please leave a 1-second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. With that, are there any time-sensitive, one-and-done, or priority traffic stations? Please come now.
V3DJZ.
VE3DJZ, Huey. Come on in. I think you called me, but I've been down bedridden for the last 4 or 5 days, so I noticed a few people who called for me there. I've been quite sick, but sorry I didn't get back to you. Come on in, Huey.
No problem. It's just I want to make sure you're okay. You know what I mean? Not used to not hearing on the radio for a couple of days like that. Just want to make sure you're okay. You know?
Yeah, I'm. You could say I'm feeling much better today. The first day since last Friday. My wife had to sleep in our spare room because I was moaning and wailing throughout the night in pain and agony and having to get up, run to the bathroom, throw up. Got a cold last week. Just some coughing and. Feeling a little crappy for a day or two, and then I get it, and it's like the super flu. You see, because I've got diabetes, I've got a really weakened immune system. I found that out when I got sick, I'll tell you. Wow. Anyways, Huey, enough of me. What's new and exciting with you?
Nothing really. Just waiting to get this Christmas order done with. And open up a new year. Fresh start. Get some new things to do. Well, I'm glad you're okay, man. You take it easy. You're not getting any younger, so we don't get sick. This weather change, I've been like that. A lot of people last week were sick too. And, it's the way it is. We just gotta be careful out there when this weather comes like this.
Yeah, my wife was saying quite a few people at her work are have fallen ill as well. So, oh God, I'm so glad it's just about over. Anyway, Huey, always a pleasure, man. If you got anything else to add there, you can break in anytime. So thanks for your check-in, Huey.
Thanks, you're okay. Thank God you're okay, bud. Take care and be safe.
All right, so we'll try and have a really fun, exciting net for tonight. And with that, let's open up the check-ins to anyone and everyone with a valid license. This is VA3CJZ. Please come now.
3 BNW.
VA3 IMW.
VA3 NCA.
VA3 MHV.
Alrighty then. So I've got Bring Naked Women, IMW, NCA, and Mike Hotel Victor. Let's bring in Bill. He's got all the babes lined up. VE3 BNW. Bill, come on in.
Good evening. Yeah, I'm fighting them off broken antennas, that's for sure. Sorry to hear you're sick there. It seems to be going around a lot. It's the time of year, I guess. And I'm glad you're on the mend. I've been feeling a little bit, but not too bad, so keeping at it. Other than that, I'm not doing a whole lot. Just actually this week I've been playing with Mesh-tastic. Have you ever heard of that or not? What that is, it's a little device that you can transmit over 905 megahertz. And you can transmit via the net, or you can via the line of sight. It's all encrypted. Can you put your call sign in there? Either call sign, one call sign is VA3 BNW or VE3 BNW, one of the two. And I've just been playing that for the past little while. Just reflash it, let's do firmware, and get them up and running. So, anyway, back to you there. This is VE3 BNW.
Yeah, Bill. I did hear of the Mesh-tastic a while ago, but I never really got into it. Never really looked into it much. But so does that mean you need the special radio for that, right?
Well, yes. Well, yeah, you need a special radio, but I got a couple here I'm using. This is called LilyGo T something. It's all in one unit. This particular one has a antenna on it, control GPS, if you will, or Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and these boards are cheap as chips. Like these things, the whole contraption thing will cost you maybe $40, $50. It puts out about 300-400 milliwatts. So obviously, antennas is the big thing, and they're using an ESP32 chip on them. So a little bit power hungry, but not bad. And I have another little one here I'm playing with now. It's called Heltec. It's an ESP32 as well. No GPS, but they'll have Wi-Fi. But like I said, those things are cheap as chips. And what I like about them, you have 2 or 3 of them hooked up, and it will talk to each other automatically. So if you, like the old, I guess you call it packet radio days, when you're trying to do doing hops from one spot to another, and sending a similar idea, except now we're in the 21st century with 900 megahertz, and it's low enough power so non-licensed can use it, and you can run up to, well, as soon as you're licensed, I'll probably get more power. If you are licensed, then you go up to like 1 or 2 watts. So my antenna I got now is a ERP of 20 watts, I guess, by the time you get all this said and done. But it's something to play with. Yep, it's fun. And the beauty of it is that if the power goes off, these things run on batteries. They keep on going. These two keep on communicating.
All right, Bill. Well, thank you for the breakdown. Gives everybody a better idea of what that is, and maybe other people will look into it. the part where I kind of cringed was when you said, "Oh yeah, unlicensed people can use." I'm like, "Oh no, here we go." But yeah, okay, very good. Okay, Bill. Well, I hope you and the kids, grandkids, are doing. I heard somebody there making some noise. So tonight I've got uh, sort of a Christmas theme going. I'm going to be talking about some old toys there in a little bit to see how good everybody's memory is. All right, Bill. Thanks again for checking in, sir. Do you have anything else to add?
That's just pretty much it. If anybody has any questions about these mesh-tastic, feel free to ask. I'll be on the side here. I'm just feeding a little buddy here in the man cave here. So we'll back to you there, VE3 BMW.
All right. Yeah. Before I go any further, I did notice that in 2 weeks' time it'll be Christmas Eve, and that's on a Wednesday. And I'm pretty sure I'll have the net going for Christmas Eve. Who knows? I may even pull in Santa's tracker during the net and have a little bit of fun with that. I don't know yet. I'm just, milling around some ideas there. So thanks, Bill. Let's move over and say hi to Mac VA3 IMW.
Good evening, Chuck and all on net. Welcome back from the brink. You were sincerely missed. You disappeared after Thursday's net, and obviously we were concerned. Thanks for responding and letting me know that you're still on the right side of the soil. Let's see. Geez. I guess the only real big thing in my future is the 21st of December, the solstice activation at Whitehorn. Looking forward to that. So we have been publicizing it amongst our groups here in Hamilton because the Hamilton POTA operators are non-denominational. Doesn't matter if you're a Hamilton or Burlington Radio Club member or anything else. Anybody who wants to come out and play with us is more than welcome. And we will confirm our start and finish times as the day draws near. Anyways, you sound like you're getting more energy as you're talking. When you first keyed up, it sounded like maybe you should have still been in bed. But now that you're going at it, I think you're getting into your stride. So I'll let you carry on. There's a good list of folks behind me. Also nice to hear Wade on the radio. He works too damn hard, and he needs to take some me time. That's just my opinion. Anyways, thanks again for doing this one. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I might need to take a pause every once in a while for hacking a lung out, which I just did. But thank you for that, Mac. And after finding out how frail my body is, I was going to try and make it on the 21st, but to err on the side of caution and my own safety, I think I'm going to stay home for the 21st and just give you guys check in from home there, Mac. Otherwise, man, reality sets in, and when the doctor said, you should have gotten your flu shot. Last month I was at the doctor's and I asked about it, and then I hummed and hawed, and I said, nah. I said, because every time I get the flu shot, about 2 weeks later I get sick, which only means that the shot actually takes, my doctor told me this, the shot takes at least 3 weeks to be fully effective. And so this time around I said, no, I don't need it. And after almost feeling like I was not going to make it, Mac, I'm not kidding, now I think I'm going to start getting the flu shot on the regular again. But anyways, yeah, sorry, Mac, I won't be able to make the 21st, but I'm sure a lot of others will. And I hope it's a success. And thanks for your check-in. Do you have anything else?
Well, suffice to say that we always need hunters, and whenever we've done our activations around about the city, you've been a great hunter. So it's nice to see folks following us along and working. You recall when I activated the same park just a little while ago, between you and John, who's over on Lock Street, following me through the bands, it was certainly supportive. And obviously, for every hunter, there needs to be a whole lot of, other way around. For every activator, there needs to be a whole lot more hunters that are interested in making contact with it to make it really fun. So, not to worry. And yeah, for you that are in a compromised situation, flu shots and all the rest of those antivirus things would be a good idea. So, anyways, enough of the health stuff. So we're certainly glad to hear you back on the greener side of life. And I'll let you carry on and say hi to Wade.
Oh, dear. Okay, Mac, thanks again. And I look forward to your participation later on. So let's bring in Wade, VA3NCA. It came up as Mark here. That's crazy. I got the right call sign, right? Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ. This is, in fact, VA3NCA. Yeah. Who did I come up with? Who did I come up as in the logging software there?
Well, he came up as Mark from Williamsburg, Ontario. Every once in a while, the logging software gives me a weird name, and this time it did it for you. But I know who you are. Anyways, apparently you've been off the air for a while as well there. Everything all right with you, Wade?
Oh, yeah. Nothing that, reaching the age of retirement won't help. But yeah, when was the last time I was on the air? I guess it would have been last AREG, last Wednesday. Some of it is because wrapping up the year before vacation, so that's always somehow the busiest time. Some of it is just lost track of time. I meant to get into the Friday night rag chew there with Larry on Friday, and I ended up sleeping through it. I got home from work and took a nap, and that nap turned into a bit of a sleep. I woke up and I had blown through all the time that I was gonna get on the air. So that was the excuse then. And then the start of the week, I never usually make the Monday and Tuesday nets lately. But anyways, I'm going to rectify all of that because I'm now officially on. Well, yeah, I am on holiday. I mean, holiday with an asterisk because I got a few things I still got to get done, but I'm off more than I'm on, which is, I don't know, in other contexts maybe that's accurate too, I don't know, but nonetheless, I have a couple things to do, but mostly off, so I'm going to have much better attendance going forward here for now. Thankfully I've not been feeling under the weather. That would have made it even harder to get all this stuff done. Sorry to hear that you've had a rough time, but glad to hear you're on the upswing. So hopefully that trajectory just continues right along. Back to you there, Chuck.
Yeah, it can only get better from here. And they say once you get it, you won't get the same bug in the same season. So it'll be a one and done. Unless I get another different virus, But Yeah, I'll have to ask my doctor if I should get the flu shot after I've been sick. But they do tell you to wait until you're completely better. So we'll see. Um, all right. Yeah, age of retirement. I'm sure a few people are hoping for that. Now, one person that I haven't heard in quite a while is Al from where the hell is he there? V8 NFL. I haven't heard him anywhere. He hasn't logged on to any of the nets. I don't know if he knows how to, but it looks like he kind of gave up once the tower antenna came down for the ZOE. So yeah, I wonder if anybody has any news on Al. So, and then we're going to be losing Noel, moving to London, and yeah, so we're gonna have to get some new hams. Anyways, Wade, I have to mention your signal is quite spectacular tonight. You're at least 25 over S9, and you knock out all that nonsense there that's happening in the west end. And so no worries there. Very good signal there, Wade. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, you are coming through here nice and strong, a full S9 to my location with the preamp off. So that's a true S9 right to me. And you're getting full quieting. So yeah, we've got good signals between us tonight. I'm surprised at the plus the S9 Plus there from my station because I haven't made any changes to it. I haven't been on it to make any changes. So that's curious. Maybe it's just the cold weather or some sort of effect. Can't really explain it, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth if it's getting out there. It's working for me. So. Yeah, that's it. I am here for the duration. I'm going to be here the whole time. Looking forward to the events you've got planned there, and I'll let you pick up some folks behind me there. Thanks for picking me up in this round, Chuck. VA3CJZ, VA3NCA, back to you.
Okay, very good, Wade. And before I move over to Mark, I want to acknowledge everyone who's checked into the YouTube stream. Both you and Larry and Mark, VA3MHV, who is up next. And then we have Wayne, VA3 Fox Mike Bravo, checking in, I think from Mississauga. And then we have Rick, VE3BK, who's joined us on the YouTube stream. Thanks for joining us. All right, so with that, let's bring in Mark, VA3MHV.
Good evening, Chuck, everybody on the net, and everyone on the stream. Glad to hear you're up and around there, Chuck. We were getting a little concerned. And yes, there are a lot of flu bugs around. A lot of workplaces have people off and in and out. I've seen stories on the news where they're saying there's quite an uptick in the hospitals, so you got me thinking. I myself haven't got the shot yet this year, and now I'm thinking the age that I'm at and being a cancer survivor, I should probably get my butt in there. Radio, I did a little today. I was home today. I got to go in the next couple. Conditions are pretty good today. I was surprised. A lot of bands, pretty good clear signal. I was hearing a lot of stations at far off places, mostly down in the U.S., of course. And yeah, I grabbed a bunch, and I got a 7-park guy there in Washington, D.C. I forget his name here now, but you guys probably heard of the guy. I think his name is Dell. But he was at a 7-parker, so I was kind of happy about that. Anyway, Chuck, that's about all I got. I'll be here for the duration. Looking forward to the trivia and all the rest of it. Say good evening to everybody, and glad you're up and around and back at the AREG. So I'll send it back to you, Chuck. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Okay, Mark, very good. Yeah, I checked QRZ.com there about an hour before the net, and the numbers looked quite good. The A index, though, was a 13. I mean, that's not perfect, but the solar flux was way up there. The solar sunspots were above 100 and change. Things are looking good. Unfortunately, I just haven't been able to take advantage of that. But there is a 10-meter contest on the weekend, and so I'll get into that in a little bit there after I take all the check-ins, and hopefully if the band conditions are good. My little Antron 99 works magic on 10 meters, I gotta tell you. It's only 20 feet off the ground, and I can talk around the world, no kidding, with no problems. And it's great. So I'm looking forward to the 10-meter contest. All right, Mark. Well, thank you again. Yes, if you have a compromised immune system, uh, I would definitely suggest you take what you can to help your body fight off these nasty things. And so I found out. I thought I had the Norwalk virus. I don't know if have you ever heard of that?
Roger that. I have heard of it, Chuck. And I usually do get the flu shot. I have a lot of years, a couple of years they even come into work and they set up a clinic. And it's great. You're at work, you're getting paid, and they call you back and you get the flu shot while you're on the clock. But
Norwalk.
this year I just was a little lackadaisical about it, but now you got me thinking I better get in there. Yeah, I have heard of Norwalk. Back to you, Chuck.
All right. Well, I had to look it up because I thought that's what I got because it was coming out both ends. And the Norwalk virus got its name because of an outbreak back in 1968 at a school in Norwalk, Connecticut. And 50% of the school got this virus where you throw up and you have diarrhea, sometimes both at the same time, and you feel really bad. So I thought maybe that's what I got, but my wife didn't seem to have the same symptoms as me, so I don't know. That's kind of tricky. But anyways, I think I'm over that hill now, and I haven't even been able to take my normal medicines that I usually take, like insulin, my blood pressure pills, and other meds there, and I just finally started doing that today. And yeah, I just hope everybody is stays healthy. All right, Mark. Thanks again, my friend. Anything else?
Nope, I'll be listening along, Chuck, and playing along to the trivia, and glad you're back, and I'll let you pick up a few more. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
All right, very good, Mark. And so that's the end of my list. Let's see who else is out there who wants to stop by and say hi. You don't have to be a member of any club to join us here, and we are streaming live on YouTube. Just type in VA3CJZ in the YouTube search, and you can look for us live and join us there and say hi in the chats. So with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check in. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo Delta Tango.
All right, I heard Victor Echo 3, Kilo Delta Tango. Noel, come on in. You sounded good.
Good evening, Chuck. Everyone else on that. Yeah, thank you for that. I got just the cross band going on right now, so trying to keep the handheld, but it's going to be a little bit quieter than it usually is. Just running around the house, doing a whole bunch of packing and everything associated with that, so not able to sit down and watch the stream or anything else, but thought I'd give you a quick little check in there and say glad you're feeling better, and no hard feelings. I was just joking about taking it a little bit rough there with the getting sick, but all in good fun, and glad that you are actually feeling better.
All right, very good, Noel. Yeah, it's all in good fun. And thanks. I appreciate it. And you know what? That's one thing. Moving in the wintertime is not very pleasant as you get older. Mind you, you don't want to move your whole house or apartment at all. But when you do a winter move, you hope that it's not snowing, freezing rain, or any of that fun stuff on the day of the move. Some people only get the one day to move, right? Some have like a month ahead to, or weeks to start bringing stuff over slowly. I mean, you could just keep filling your car but you're moving quite the distance. So, are you going to be getting a U-Haul, or how are you moving your stuff there, Noel? Does everything fit in your trunk?
Yeah, I believe the usual company, a wonderful acronym of unsafe hitches and unreliable latches, will be providing the transport for most of my stuff. Bonus is I could use a good cleaning out of, I've just been acquiring a lot of other people's stuff, so getting rid of a bunch of that has been actually kind of nice. But yeah, I'm still waiting to hear. I'm hoping to have a little bit more than just the one day to do it, even though the majority is going to have to go by truck, but it would be nice to take some of the more sensitive things or anything else like that and take some more time. But we'll see how it goes.
Yes, and I find that you always end up with things you don't want anymore, things that are broken, that you can't really throw anything out in the garbage anymore. Unless it fits in a black or green garbage bag, they won't take it. It's well, you gotta call and make a special pickup a week ahead of time, and then you can only have, I think, 3 items. Like a couch and a couple of chairs or whatever it is you want to throw out, but only 3 items. So if you've got a few things that are not metal, of course you put anything out at the curb that's metal, and you turn around and somebody stops and picks it up. That's what I found anyways, living where I live. You put it out during the day on garbage day, and anything from a broke down barbecue to broken chairs, as long as it's metal, those guys will sniff you out and and clear out the stuff for you. Who needs the city of Hamilton, right?
Yes, I have seen those enterprising individuals. As well, where I live in the townhouse complex here, there's been a few neighbors that have dumped more than what the limit or acceptable things for garbage should be, and it's still gone. But no, I'm not going to resort to that. I know there's a few places, dumps, and everything that's a short distance with my vehicle, as well as a few friends with trucks and that, so it's pretty easy to get rid of a lot of it. And a couple of them are actually more, I guess, catered towards like contractors and everything else, so they just kind of turn a blind eye to whatever you bring. Not that I have any dangerous goods or anything else, but it's a lot easier.
Yeah, there's even garbage police at the dump. I remember a few years back I went to the dump and They had guys standing guard where the bins were for this and that and the other thing. And if you dare throw a board, a piece of wood with a nail in it, they won't take it. I think there's a special bin for that. But it's crazy. There's guys actually standing there, and they monitor what you put in the bins. I think they have bins. And yeah, the garbage police. Couldn't believe it. I wonder how much those guys get paid. They work for the city, right? Anyways. All right, Noel. Well, thanks so much for your check-in and your well wishes. And I wish you an easy move. And hope everything goes well for you. And of course, you know, you can always stay in touch with us on the YouTube stream here, even though you can't reach us by radio. And so I look forward to hearing you, how you're doing out in London. It's been years since I've been in London. I think, was it London or Kitchener? There's a place called the Coronet. And there used to be a lot of old bands that aren't popular anymore that would perform there. And I remember going to seeing a few. I knew a guy who was a roadie for that place. So anyways, good luck, Noel. And anything else to add?
No, sir. I guess I'll just be kind of listening along. I get the majority of the people on the net here, but more just while I'm on the crossband, I'll be able to hear the other audience participation stuff. So yeah, thanks for the well wishes that way. I have kind of looked a little bit into the town. I've been out there a few times for work and everything. Kind of interesting. It's big enough that it has everything, but there's really nothing around it. So the one bonus is rush hour really is less than an hour, and then it's done, and there's nothing. Because there's no Burlington, Oakville, Mississauga, and everything else, if you're talking Toronto.
Yeah, don't they have an LRT there?
Oh, you got me. I'm born and raised in a city that you need a car, so. But yeah, not really sure, but yeah, we'll have to explore and see.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll tell you, my wife has taken the bus to work, even though we had a good running car. But when you get snowed in with a couple of feet of snow, it's not worth getting stuck in the side streets. I mean, it's only about 150 feet from here to Ottawa Street, but if nothing's, no plows have come through or anything like that, the chances of you getting stuck, not making that 150 feet, they're good odds you won't make it. So, my wife has taken the bus in, no big deal. Anyhow, Noel, thanks again for checking in, my friend. And with that clears my list. Once again, let's see who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi here on the longest running Simplex Net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ looking for check-ins.
Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo, India.
VE3 Lima Bravo, India. Larry, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck. I'm glad you're back on your feet, or at least I don't know about 100%, but you sound a bit better. Anyways, busy day, shoveling, back's tired, and I mean back is tired. That stuff was heavy and wet this morning.
Yeah, I overheard Vern earlier on the RSB repeater checking in with Chris, and he mentioned that he shoveled twice today, and I'm like, are you kidding? We have no snow here. Nothing. It just rained all day.
No, we had snow last night, sometime through the night. Oh, actually, I think it was early this morning, if I remember rightly. I say early, like probably 2 or 3 o'clock. And then the ground wasn't cold, so it was like slush. And we got a large driveway. Well, it's fenced in for the dog. Farther at the back towards the garage, it's bigger, but the front there, it's easy for. We're gonna put 4 cars in there, so it's quite a bit to shovel out.
Oh, wow. 4-car driveway. That's nice. Yeah, though, here we got nothing, Larry. Absolutely nothing but rain. Maybe a little bit of freezing rain, but yeah, I'm looking outside now. I can see my grass. Everything's clear except for, the little bit of rain slush on the ground, which is nothing. But when I heard Vern saying he shoveled twice today, what? Just goes to show you how isolated these things can be, right?
No, absolutely. Yeah, it might have been, I guess, maybe the higher elevation. But no, we got quite a bit. And I tried to use a snowblower on it, but it's too slushy. It just clogs it. I got some of it cleaned up with it. I had shoveled all the front in the meanwhile and cleaned off the car, so got that all done. And I got, of course, shovel the sidewalk. So tonight, my back's a little feeling it. Let's put it that way. I'm going to sit back and relax.
Yeah, listen, Larry, like you mentioned there, I'm just getting back on my feet. I was up for a little bit yesterday, but I was still in bed most of the day. Today is the first day that I've actually been up all day. I did nap a little bit on the couch earlier, but geez, it's garbage night, right? And I absolutely do not want to take the trash out. Maybe I'll ask Renata to do me a favor when she gets home from work and just before she takes her boots and that off there to just drag that out for me. I definitely do not want to go outside. Anyhow, Larry, thanks for checking in, my friend. Have you been on the HF bands?
Yeah, I was on today for a bit. Not too much. Like I said, I spent most of the morning shoveling. I had to run out to the hardware store after, I guess, and got home just after lunch. Had to pick up an article. And, it's kind of like get lunch and have a little snooze and get up, and I was on the HF radio for a bit. A lot of QSB bands seem to be noisy again today, probably because of the rain and everything and the snow.
Right. You remember when our pad used to mention that the rain or the snow used to deflect radio signals? I found it quite funny. But the one thing that he did mention that it's true is conditions do improve once all the leaves have fallen off the trees. But I mean, if you're like for me, I'm over. I don't have anything blocking me at all for signal wise. So, yeah, I can't wait to get back on the air.
Well, don't hurry. We got a K6 right now. A's 21. Sunspots are 114. So we got a moderate storm going on.
Oh dear. All right then. Okay, Larry. Well, thanks for your check-in, sir. And if you have anything else, don't be afraid to break in again. And so with that, that clears my list. Geez, I haven't checked YouTube there in a few minutes. Let's see if there's anybody new. No Albert yet. I hope he's doing okay there. And yeah, so with that, let's see who else is out there. Would like to stop by the AREG and check in with me and tell us how your day is going.
VA3WPG, just getting in here.
Wow, what a great signal. VA3WPG, Chris, you're sounding great. Come on in.
I'm on high power on the beam tonight. I have a lot of static on the X30, but I am running LED lights out on the balcony, so the beam cleared that up. But yeah, just waiting for the water to come back on. We had a water main break at the building today, so the water's been off since 3:30. Having a few beers to keep the liquids up. All I'm going to say today is, if there's anybody out there collecting silver, you might want to check the prices because we hit 86 bucks an ounce on silver today, an extreme all-time high. Good things happening in the silver department. Other than that, no HF for me today. This will be the first radio, as I say, just getting into the net now. So, yeah.
So what did you say? How much a pound is it?
86 an ounce on silver. I'm not keeping track of pounds, but 86 an ounce, or looking at that, it seems 2,778 a kilogram. I don't have kilograms, so I'm just small time. So, but yeah, no, it's we're setting records right now in the silver department here.
Oh, maybe I'll empty my utensil drawer. Make a couple of bucks. I'm just kidding. All right, Chris. Well, thanks for that. And, geez, your beam is probably pointed directly at me. You are full strength over here. Good job.
Pointed at McMaster. Let's see here. Let me drop her down. I'm on low power now.
Yeah, I noticed the drop from full scale down to maybe, 30 over.
Yeah, back on high power. I wanted to get my thing in here and see if I could not get stepped on tonight. So I cranked up the juice a bit.
Absolutely. There's no worries there. Nobody can get in between you and I tonight, except maybe my neighbor across the street. All right, Chris. Well, very good. Thanks for joining me, and I hope your water comes back on soon. And, yeah, nothing wrong with keeping up with the fluids there, Chris. Anything else?
Oh, yeah, one other thing. I guess I just get in here, so I missed most of the check-ins. I guess we're probably going to get on to the rest of the net soon. But, yeah, I just, where are we here? December 10th? Yeah, that December 21st. That's sneaking up around the corner real fast. Looking forward to that. I probably missed the announcement for that. So, yeah, no, that's sneaking up real quickly. Other than that, I think that's all I got to say for tonight. So we will send it back and let's keep the wheels turning. VA3 WPG.
All right, absolutely, Chris. Thank you for your check-in, and as I said, let's hope the water main break is repaired soon. I wonder if those guys go home at 5 o'clock and come back the next day, or do they keep working until it's fixed?
I'm not sure, but it's 8:48 and they're out there working right now. The ground's all dug up and everything. Front end loader, the lights are on. I guess they just lowered one of those things. I'm not sure the correct name for it, but they got those two plates separated by rods. I guess when they're working on it, they drop it down in between there. They work in between that, and it prevents the ground from collapsing in on them. Okay. They just lowered one of those, and I think they're going to be going till tonight until it's done.
Yeah, I think those steel things you're talking about are called bulkheads. Yeah, you don't want cave-ins, especially when there's a guy in the hole. Absolutely. All right, Chris, well, good luck with that. And by all means, if you want to participate with us a little later on there, feel free. Okay, so once again, I'm looking for check-ins for tonight's Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ, looking for check-ins.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta Foxtrot Golf.
Oh, there's someone I haven't heard in a while. Victor Alpha 3, Delta Foxtrot Golf. Jason, come on in. How are you?
Good evening, Jeff, and everyone else on that. I'm good. Hope you're doing well also, and everybody else. Just thought I'd chime in here. Wife's not home, so I can give you the full 50 watts of my radio and not make her angry on the speaker. But yeah, I should be trying a new and improved and better antenna outside. So hopefully I can switch from the attic antenna to the outdoor antenna and go to check in more often with a more reliable signal. But until then, I'll check in when I can. And yeah, I'll stick around if I can and try to participate later on. But how's things with you?
Yeah, Jason, I'm just getting over this wicked flu virus. Thankfully, I'm over the hill with that and feeling better. And just got to deal with the occasional hacking, coughing, and whatnot. But yeah, things are definitely improving. And listen, when you buy presents for everyone else, you should save a couple of bucks and buy yourself a little something, like an antenna. That way, you could actually have a present that you wanted for Christmas. Anyways, I'm just kidding. So thanks for your check-in, Jason. It's been a while, and I hope all is well with you and the family.
Yeah, all is well here. And no, I definitely way ahead of you there, Chuck. I actually just got 2 new radios and, like I said, a new antenna. So yeah, we're good to go for a bit anyway. But that joke comes to mind, right? If you ever going to pass away, to not let my wife sell my radios for the price I tell her I buy them for. But anyways, yeah. Thanks for having me here tonight. And if I can, I'll stick around. And yeah, keep doing what you're doing, and I hope you're feeling better, and glad you are.
All right, Jason. By the way, your signal is an S6 to my antenna tonight, so great job. You're in Oakville. What part of Oakville are you in?
Dead center, really, right by Dorville and the QEW. So yeah, pretty much dead center of Oakville. So it works some nights, and tonight's one of them.
All right, absolutely. Yeah, conditions are good for 2 meters tonight, I think. I had a couple of guys that are normally just S9 that were S9 plus tonight, so I think conditions are favorable. So thanks again for joining me, joining us for the AREG, and it's always a pleasure. Jason, take care, and I hope to talk to you again soon. And so with that, let's see, who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, the AREG net. Please come now. All right, let's move on to contests. There's a couple of sideband contests worth mentioning. First off, there's the ARRL 10-meter contest, and that runs for 2 days, starting on Friday at 7 o'clock, running until Sunday, 7 o'clock p.m., that is. And that's for phone and CW, and 10 meters only. So it's a good way to make contacts with stations that you don't normally pick up. 10 meters when it's open, man, it's open. So hopefully conditions will be favorable this weekend. Okay, so we have that one. And then we have, where is that other one? Oh, we have one called the International Naval Contest. And that's hosted by Italy, the Italian Naval Radio Association. and that'll be for CW and sideband for 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. And that's got a weird time frame for that. It starts at 1600 Zulu, December 13th, to 1600 Zulu, December 14th. And the rest of them, rest of the contests are pretty much Digi or CW. And we have one here. Oh, it's only for Italy, called the ARI 4080 contest. But chances are, if you try to make contact with them, they'll say sorry. It's for Italy only. All right. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps up the sideband contest. The big one, of course, is the 10-meter one. So if you want any more information, please type in contestcalendar.com on your web browser, and you can click on the 8-day button at the top near the home button. Click on the 8-day, and it'll give you all the contests coming up for the next 8 days. And so with that, do we have anyone who would like to make any announcements while we're making announcements? Anyone want to share their announcements? Please come now. All right. Where are we? Before I continue, do we have any other stations wishing to check in to the AREG net? Please come now. All right. Oh, I see Matt has just checked in on YouTube. VE3 Sierra Mike November. Good evening. Matt is at a work Christmas party, and he says it's loud there. So, very good, Matt. Have fun. Don't drink too much, or have your wife drive you home, or someone. All right, very good, Matt. Thanks again for taking the time out and joining us here on the YouTube stream. Cheers, my friend. Take care. Wade is putting a post up of two glasses clinking together. So very good. All right. Don't know how long you're going to be with us, Mac, but I do appreciate you checking in. Anyone else wishing to check into the AREG net, please come now. All right, so being as it's the Christmas season, I thought I'd take you guys down memory lane. And I want to talk about some of the most popular and enduring toys and games from the 1960s. A lot of us grew up in the 60s and 70s. And a lot of toys that were very popular. I want to do a little trivia with you about that. So first off, I'm going to start with this classic toy called G.I. Joe. Now, before it says G.I. Joe, billed as an action figure to appeal to boys, this highly popular military doll sparked a new toy category. Does anyone know which company produced the G.I. Joe? Go ahead and take some guesses.
Wasn't it Mattel?
All right, I heard Larry there, and then I think it was Chris. What'd you say, Chris?
Hasbro.
Ah, there we go. Chris got it right. Let me continue on. G.I. Joe was created and is manufactured by the toy company Hasbro. which introduced the first G.I. Joe action figure in 1964, inventing the term and building a massive franchise around military-themed heroes that continues today. I think I did have a G.I. Joe, but that's a long time ago. All right, so let's go to something different, and we'll talk about Barbie and Ken. The high fashion doll craze continued with Barbie, joined by her boyfriend Ken in 1961, and the Barbie Dream House later that decade. Okay, so Barbie and Ken dolls were manufactured by the American toy company, fill in the blank. Who manufactured Barbie and Ken?
VA3 WPG Mattel.
Remember, folks, there's no Googling. But Chris is right on the money. The company Mattel in 1959. Way to go, Chris. And Wade got that one right, too. Way to go, guys. All right, let's move on to the Easy Bake Oven. Using two 100-watt light bulbs for heat, this iconic toy allowed children to bake mini cakes, and other treats. Doesn't say who made it here. Okay. The Easy Bake Oven was invented by Ronald Howes, a toy inventor at. Anybody know who made those? Yeah, a toy inventor at Kenner Products in the early 60s, inspired by street vendors' pretzel ovens in New York City, with Kenner introducing the iconic light bulb heated toy in 1963. Now, I know this is generally geared towards little girls. Let's move on to the boys now. Wade almost burnt down his house with one of those. Yeah, that's why they discontinued them, I think, or they lowered the wattage. I don't know. A Light Bright. Yeah, I remember those. All right, let's move on to Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels was introduced in 1968. These die-cast cars with low-friction wheels quickly became a sensation, dominating the toy car market. Now, who manufactured the Hot Wheels?
That was Mattel.
Mattel. A company called Maisto, Maisto. They also made those little to scale Harley Davidsons that are sold in Walmart. But I'm not sure on that one, like I'm sure on the other two.
Mattel.
All right, Mattel is in fact the correct answer. You guys got that right. Wade and Mark and Larry. And who else was in there with Larry?
Mattel did Hot Wheels too?
Oh yeah, there's a couple of big companies. You'll see they made just about every toy. In the late 1960s, Elliot Handler, co-founder of Mattel, developed the concept for Hot Wheels as a toy line that would appeal to boys in the same way their Barbie had to girls. Handler was inspired to create a new line of toy cars after seeing his son Kenneth play with Matchbox cars. So he decided Mattel was going to make their own and call them Hot Wheels. I still enjoy Hot Wheels to this day. I wish I had room to lay out a track and have those things zip around, fly through the air, do flips. Oh man, those were so much fun.
I still got some unopened Hot Wheels still in their packaging with my coins and stamps and stuff.
Yeah, my wife collects Volkswagens, die-cast Volkswagens. She's got a display case with a whole whack of unopened packages. So definitely an enduring collectible throughout decades. All right, who remembers the Etch-a-Sketch? This mechanical drawing toy, which used two dials, one vertical, one horizontal, to draw lines, was a popular choice for creative play throughout the decade. Etch-a-Sketch was originally manufactured by anyone?
That's another Hasbro.
Actually, it was manufactured by a company called the Ohio Art Company, which launched it in 1960 after licensing the design from French inventor André Cassagne. Now, from what I read, I did some research, and it's actually a Canadian company now that is licensed to make those. And oddly enough, they're built in China, but for a Canadian company. Weird. All right, let's go to popular games. Twister. Originally an aerobics game. Really? It became a massive hit as a party game that required players to contort their bodies into awkward positions. First launched by the company. Who did it? Who launched Twister? Anyone?
Party game, aka low-key drinking game.
Yeah, if you're talking about adults. All right, so it was first launched by the Milton Bradley Company. Remember them? In 1966, later becoming a product of Hasbro. Another one had their fingers in the pie of every toy and game. Next, let's go to the Game of Life. Remember that one? Reintroduced in 1960 with a modern theme by who do you think made that game? By Mr. Milton Bradley. This classic board game has remained popular ever since. Here's a little history. The Game of Life was originally created by Milton Bradley in 1860. That's right, 1860. And it was called the Checkered Game of Life for his own company, but the popular modern version with its 3D board and spinner was developed by independent inventor Reuben Clymer for the Milton Bradley Company's 100th anniversary in 1960. And the brand is now owned by Hasbro, once again. Yes, Wade, the board game is kind of like a pop-up board. Once you open it, you get little pop-ups there, and you get a spinner. So there you go. Been years since I played that. Here's one of my favorites, Operation. Released in 1965, players used tweezers to remove ailments from a patient without touching the sides and setting off the buzzer. Anyone know who made this?
I would go with Hasbro for this one.
I'm going with Milton Bradley because why not?
All right. Well, let me continue on, and you're kind of both right. This iconic Operation game was first manufactured by Milton Bradley in 1965. After its concept, invented by John Spinello, was sold to designer Marvin Glass and licensed to Milton Bradley. Today, the game is produced by Hasbro, which acquired Milton Bradley, continuing its legacy with various editions and updates. See, that Hasbro guy, man, they're everywhere. Another favorite, the Mousetrap.
That one was fun.
Tons of fun. And it lasted for a while, too. You could play for quite a while till you finish the game. And most of the time, you played until you finished the game. All right. Now, Mousetrap, one of the first three-dimensional board games. Players worked together to build a complex Rube Goldberg-style contraption to trap the mouse. The original Mousetrap board game was introduced by, guess who? By the Ideal Toy Company in 1963, designed by Marvin Glass and Associates, but today it's manufactured and sold by Hasbro, which now owns Ideal Toys properties alongside other companies like Milton Bradley in different editions. All right. This next game is called Kerplunk. Remember Kerplunk? This game involved carefully removing sticks from a tube while trying not to let the marbles fall through to the bottom. Kerplunk was originally made by the Ideal Toy Company in 1967, but is now produced by Mattel in the U.S. and Milton Bradley in the UK. All right, so that's pretty much the end of my Christmas toys little mini trivia. But here I've got some toys from the 70s. The 70s brought iconic toys like Stretch Armstrong, Evel Knievel Stunt Cycle, Baby Alive, what's that? And Weebles. Plus, who remembers Spirograph? I used to have one of those. For creativity, while games like Operation Mastermind and Simon Says and Uno, the card game Uno, that was a lot of fun to play. And the late 70s arrivals like Rubik's Cube and Star Wars figures became instant hits alongside the cultural phenomenon of the pet rock. So that wraps up the toy trivia version for tonight. Any questions, comments, or any check-ins for tonight, please come now.
Shout out to Mastermind.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played that one. Clue was another one Larry said, too. Yeah, they're all similar, I think. So what was the goal of Mastermind there, Chris?
It's actually been about 20 years since I played that, but I do know I was absolutely hooked on it, but it's to match colors is all I remember. All I remember is I was absolutely hooked, and I would get back into that if I would find someone else that was also into that game. But yeah, it's been a long time, but I was absolutely obsessed with that game.
Oh, yeah, very good. Well, I see Larry has mentioned Monopoly, and I didn't have it on my list here. Probably because it came out before the 60s. I never even thought of that one. That's a very popular game, too. I think it's been around for quite a while. So very good, Larry, for bringing that up. And let's see. Anyone else?
And I still play Uno online against the computer.
Oh, yeah, that's different. How about a pet rock? You ever get a pet rock when you were a kid?
Negative.
I don't think I might have, but I don't remember. I know I got a chia pet. Remember those? Chia.
Remember them? Never had them.
We were poor. We had pet pebbles.
We had real rocks.
I had marbles, and I lost most of them. Hey, there's someone I haven't heard in a while, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Rick, come on in. What toy was it? What did you say?
I said we had real rocks. We collected rocks, with things in them, from the past, old ones. Anyway, I thought you were looking for check-ins, but everybody's talking about games.
Well, I have been asking for check-ins quite often, so there were many, many opportunities, but I do appreciate you checking in now, Rick. Oh, I see Larry mentioned jacks. Oh, yeah. God forbid you forgot to pick them all up and you stepped on one. Ooh, or your parents, anyways. Oh, yeah. And pickup sticks. That was another one. Barrel of monkeys. That was another one.
Oh, yeah, I remember the jacks. They sure hurt when you set down. Yeah, anyway, check me in, and, I just want to mention that the rack winter contest is actually going to be early this year. So it's going to start, it's going to be 0 Zulu for 24 hours, and go starting at 0 Zulu on December the 20th, which is actually the Friday night. Starts at 7 p.m. on December 19th, and it goes for 24 hours. So that's the Rack Winter Contest. So that's a good Canadian contest, and if you don't enter the contest, just get on there and talk to some of your fellow Canadians out the west, east coast, whatever, and you can go on the Rack website and you get all the contest rules. And, so anyway, well, I'm new, Chuck. You were sick. Do you have the flu or something? I haven't been on here. I just got on here now, and, I was tied up doing something, so now I'm here and I'm listening, and I think at the very beginning you were talking about flu or something. So, did you get the flu? And I went and got my shots, but I didn't get a COVID shot. But they gave me 3 shots altogether, and that was enough.
Yeah, Rick, I've been bedridden since Thursday evening. I actually didn't get out of bed except to go to the bathroom for about 3-4 days. Actually, I was so weak at one point that when I did get up, I had to use the wall to keep me standing. Otherwise, I would have fallen down. I was quite ill. The last time I was this sick was about 16 years ago when I caught the norovirus. And this is what I got again. I thought, Rick, I wasn't going to make it. To tell you the truth, I thought that would be it for me. But I managed to hold on, and this is the first time I've been back on the air since Thursday, Rick. I think I see you called me as well, but I've just been trying to concentrate on getting things together for the net tonight, and I just wasn't in any shape to be calling anyone.
Comment, the East LBI.
Yeah, go ahead, comment.
Chuck Al's in there, Albert. He's just going to say one and done. He's going to bed if you want to call him out.
Oh, okay, there he is. Well, hello there, Albert. Thanks for joining me, and I'll put you in the log. Take care. I hope you're not being worked to death there. How are things going, anyways, Albert? anyhow, I'll add him to the log, and hope Albert is feeling well and not coming down with anything like I did. My wife even said a bunch of people at work were sick with the flu as well, so there is something going around. Back to you, Rick.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, well, it sounds like you had the real flu. That's the real flu. Yeah, I've had that too. And, yeah, you feel like you're going to die for sure. Anyway, they have an outbreak where my daughter works, and they're wearing masks and everything because not only have they got COVID, but they got the flu. And so, you know, being in a nursing home, some of the older people are actually dying off because of this. So, you know, like you're young still and able to fight it off, even though you thought you were gonna die. And yeah, it's pretty bad when you get the flu. Yeah, it's like having a fever and the trots all at the same time from food poisoning, but it's not food poisoning. But anyway, that makes you feel bad too. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Okay, I wonder what happened to you. And yeah, I was concerned when you didn't show up there. All the rest of the guys were there, and we ended up doing a rag chew on, I think, well, I put that on the email there. We ended up doing a rag chew on 40 meters after I went to 80 to do a test with Tom there in Beary's Bay. But so anyway, yeah, tomorrow's a DP net for VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, 3 to 4 p.m. and 7100. So we'll be there doing that. Anyway, so if you fell up to it there, turn the radio on, and anybody else, everybody's welcome there to check in with the guys. So anyway, that's all I got there, Chuck. And yeah, I heard some of the games there. Hasbro sounds like they've got them all now, or quite a few there. Anyway, I've been listening just for a little while there. VA3 CJZ B3BK.
All right, very good then. Yeah, so just to put things in perspective, Rick, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, all I could consume was water and a little apple juice. No food whatsoever for 4 days. Water and juice only. Like I said, I was in bed most of the time. I mean, 90% of those 4 days was spent in bed, drenched in sweat, and just horrible. But anyways, I'm glad that's over now. Thanks for your check-in, Rick. Do appreciate it, sir. And with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check in to the AREG net. This is VA3CJZ, looking for check-ins. All right, you know what? I think we've got time to do a little bit more trivia. And let's see now. Let's start off with a little history trivia. And we have French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi designed what U.S. landmark? Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi designed what U.S. landmark? And that would be correct. Wade, it is, in fact, the Statue of Liberty. Way to go. Next, dubbed the Black Death. What plague swept through Europe in the 1300s? What was it called? Yeah, Wade says France wants their statue back. And anyone else with the answer?
Is that not the nickname for the bubonic plague? Is that two different ones, or is that not the nickname?
Absolutely, the Black Death. I think they said they blamed it on the fleas that were on rats that caused that. And it is, in fact, a bubonic plague. You got it right, Chris, and so did Wade. Which U.S. president died of gastroenteritis while still in office? I don't even know this guy, but let's see if anybody does. It was President Zachary Taylor. Died of problems with the gastro. All right. Which European explorer discovered a passage that connects the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans? I'll give you a hint. The company made GPS. Nope, the other one. The other popular GPS unit. They're probably not popular anymore, but when they first came out, it was Magellan. All right, who did the United States purchase the Louisiana Territory from? Who did the U.S. purchase the Louisiana Territory from? That's right. In fact, it is France. All right. All right. Which battle between the U.S. and British effectively ended the Revolutionary War? What battle between the U.S. and the British basically ended the Revolutionary War? That would be the Battle of Yorktown. And I'm pretty sure that's near Toronto, right? All right. Which military leader conquered the Persian Empire, India, and Egypt, among others, to become one of the greatest conquerors of all time?
I think you're pointing at Napoleon.
Oh no, Napoleon doesn't hold a candle to this guy. It would be, in fact, Alexander the Great. Now, the greatest conqueror of all time. Do you know who that is? That would be Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan conquered more territory than anyone else ever. All right, I'll do one more if I can find a good one here. Yeah, we already know this one. Geography. Aside from the Nile, what is the longest river in the world?
Amazon. It's
Mike. How about the Euphrates?
Just Amazon River there. Other than the Nile?
Yeah, right. Aside from the Nile, what is the longest river in the world? And that's the correct answer, the Amazon. And you and Wade got that right, but I think I heard someone else in there with you there, Chris. Please identify. Okay. And yes, Wade, it is the Mongol guy. Genghis Khan. No one ever come close to his achievements in the world ever. All right. What geyser in Yellowstone National Park is known for erupting roughly every 90 minutes?
Old Faithful, VA3 WPG.
Absolutely right there, Chris. It is in fact Old Faithful, and Wade got it right as well. All right, so we'll put a pin in it. That leaves me a few minutes to do on this day. Here's a bit of trivia. It's not a question, but did you know the lyra bird can mimic almost any sounds it hears, including chainsaws? Wildlife watchers have recorded the Australian species copying not only other birds but other animals, like koalas, and artificial sounds such as car alarms and camera shutters. I'm trying to picture what the lyra bird looks like. It's not a very big bird, I think, but it's native to Australia. So there you go. We'll put a pin in that for now. Thanks for playing along. It was a lot of fun. Let's go to, where are we? Oh, I got to pull it up here. Hang on. We're going to get to On This Day, week 252. Oh, okay. So I have another little bit of trivia that's not a question, and it's radio related. The first radio broadcast in Canada occurred in 1918 by the Marconi Wireless Telegraph Company of Canada, which received its license for its experimental station X-Ray Whiskey Alpha in Montreal in December of 1919. However, the first real scheduled program was broadcast in May 1920, also by X-Ray Whiskey Alpha in Montreal, owned, of course, by Marconi. All right, I just thought I'd share that, seeing as we are in December, and this is radio related. Let's continue on with On This Day, week 252, and we start with today's famous birthdays. And this time we start with a Canadian. Born in 1827 on this day, Eugene O'Keefe. Yeah, that's right. Canadian businessman and brewer of the O'Keefe Brewery Company of Toronto Limited. He was born in the county Cork, born in Bandon. I don't know. All right. Emily Dickinson was born on this day in 1830. She was an American poet and one of the most important figures in American poetry, and she was born in Amherst, Massachusetts. (1879), James E. Norris, a Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame team owner of the Detroit Red Wings. He was born in Montreal, Canada. Passed away in 1952. There's actually a big hockey cup named after him, the Norris Cup. 1906, Walter Zinn, a Canadian-American nuclear physicist who invented the breeder reactor. Never heard of that. Born in Kitchener, Ontario. (1907), Lucien Laurent, French footballer, who scored the first ever FIFA World Cup goal. Of course, he was born in France. So that was 1907, the very first FIFA World Cup goal. That's a record that can never be broken, right? Because you were the first one. No one can break that. All right. The breeder reactors produce additional fissionable fuel as they operate, making for very efficient energy production. Well, thanks for that, Wade. Now I know. All right, let's go to 1914. Jeff Nicklin, Canadian CFL football player with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. He was also an Army officer and paratrooper, born in Fort Williams, Ontario. And he died right at the end of 1945. I mean, the end of World War II in 1945. So I'm sure that was the cause of his death. (1919), Alexander Courage. He was an American composer of the original Star Trek theme. Born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He died in 2008. He was about 90 years old. All right, who remembers Haas from Bonanza? Dan Blocker, born on this day, 1928, an American actor. Of course, in Bonanza, he was Haas, and he was born in Texas. Passed away in 1972. Also in 1928, we've got John Colicos, a Canadian actor that was in the Battlestar Galactica, born in Toronto, Ontario. Jerry Lawson, 1940, an American electronic engineer, considered the father of the video game cartridge. Born in Brooklyn, New York, died in 2011. Who remembers Lassie, the TV series? Tommy Rettig, born in 1941. He was in Lassie. He was the little boy in Lassie, born in Queens, New York. Douglas Kenney, 1947, American humorist who co-founded the magazine National Lampoon. Born in West Palm Beach, Florida. And he died in 1980. He would have been only 33 years old. And finally, we go to one of my favorite crushes of my early teen years, Susan Day, 1952. Man, did I have a crush on her. Of course, she was an American actress with the Partridge Family. She was also in L.A. Law, and she was born in Illinois. That's it for famous people born on this day. Any questions, comments, or check-ins for tonight's net, please come now. Who died today in history, you may ask? Well, let's go back to 1878. Henry Wells, American businessman and founder of the American Express Company and Wells Fargo. Hence the name Henry Wells. He was 72 when he died way back in 1878. This must be the Nobel Prize season, because when I was researching today's information, I must have come across 40 different Nobel Prizes handed out today over the years, and I'm going to pass on all of them except for a couple. We'll start with Alfred Nobel, or Nobel. He passed away in 1896. Alfred Nobel was a Swedish chemist who invented dynamite and founded the Nobel Prize ceremony on this date. He was 63 when he died back in 1896. Bet you didn't know that, eh? A guy they named Peace Prize after invented dynamite.
Kid Dynamite.
Oh my God, I hated that guy. He was such a racist. But anyways. All right, let's move to 1920. Horace Elgin Dodge, American automobile manufacturing pioneer, who was the co-founder of Dodge Brothers Company. That's what the original name was. All right, next we have a hero. 1941, Colin Kelly passed away. He was an American B-17 Flying Fortress pilot and the first U.S. air hero during World War II. Killed in action at the age of 26 after ordering his crew to bail out shortly before his bomber exploded. Otis Redding died on this day in 1967. Otis Redding, along with his entire band, crashed and were killed in his airplane. A plane crash in Lake Monona, Wisconsin. Otis Redding was only 26 years old when he passed away, along with 4 others that I won't name, but they all perished. Richard Pryor, who remembers him? Well, he died in 2005. He was an American Emmy and 5 times Grammy award-winning comedian. He was on Live on the Sunset Strip, and he was an actor in the movie Silver Streak and Stir Crazy, among others. And he was the screenwriter for Blazing Saddles. I never knew that. He dies of a heart attack at age 65. And no, it wasn't because his hair caught on fire while freebasing cocaine. But he did have his head catch on fire while freebasing cocaine. Let's go to 2021. Michael Nesmith, American rock guitarist with the Monkees. And he was a singer-songwriter. And he dies of heart failure at the age of 78 back in 2021. Now, I asked Google if any of these Monkees ever knew how to play musical instruments for real. And apparently, 2 of them did. Michael Nesmith and Peter Tork were both accomplished musicians. And the other 2 learned, I guess, learned how to play as they were doing the TV series. But they were all, apparently they could all play live in front of a live audience. I thought they were only TV musicians, but I was wrong. And finally, the amazing Kreskin. This is a really cool one. Died on this day, last year in 2024. The amazing Kreskin's real name is George Kresge, an American mentalist who dies from, get this, complications of dementia at the age of 89. That's really strange.
Lost himself in his own mind.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? All right. I'm gonna skip the today in history because I'm really getting a massive headache here. And we only have 15 minutes left before we reach 10 o'clock. So I'm sure you'll understand if we forego today in history portion. But I just didn't give myself enough time. So with that, I think we'll head up the list. What do you guys think? Is that all right with you?
Roger that.
All right, so let's start off with VE3 DJZ. Huey, are you there? All right, Huey. Well, thanks for your check-in. Let's see if Bill brought any naked women. VE3 BNW. Last call. VA3 IMW.
On this day, Charles, VA3 CJZ, recovered from near-death experience and carried on the tradition of the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Thanks so much for your efforts tonight, Chuck. Go get yourself some rest, well-deserved rest. We'll catch you guys tomorrow night on the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on simplex frequency of 446.125, 7.3s.
Okay, Mac. Well, thanks for that. You know, I always do my best, and today was no different. So thanks for your well wishes and your concerns, and that goes to everyone out there. So, and I look forward to checking in with you tomorrow at 7 p.m. on 446.125. As well, Mac will be streaming the net on YouTube, so you just punch in his call in YouTube, and you can find us there live. Thanks again, Mac. Have a great rest of the evening and 2 more sleeps. Anything else?
No, all good to go.
All right, let's giddy up and go. Next, we've got Wade. Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3 CJZ, VA3 NCA. Yeah, thanks again for another enjoyable Wednesday there, Chuck. I hope you're feeling better. Take care of yourself. You don't want to backslide there, so get lots of rest. And that goes for anybody else who might be coming down with this. It sounds like it might be going around. So take care of yourself, and everybody take care of themselves. I'll be with everybody next week for sure at the AREG, and you know what? I'm going to work towards improving my attendance at NETS for the next little while since I've got some time off. So thanks again there, Chuck, and 7-3 to you and to all on NET. VA3 NCA, back to you.
All right, Wade. Again, fantastic signal there for you tonight. Take care, my friend, and stay healthy. And what was I going to say? Yeah, you know, it's funny. The workplace, wherever it might be, they really don't care if you're sick. They want you to come in. And then they scratch their heads why half the workforce is calling in sick. It's because you made them sick. So I don't get it. I remember being written up for missing more than one day for being sick. Like I was sick for the past 4 or 5 days now. Yeah, 5 days, and I don't get it. You know, they write you up because you're deathly ill. They want you to come in even if you're sick. So I don't know. I think the mood has changed a little bit in that regards. But back when I was working, they basically did not want you to call in sick. So, anyways, hopefully things change. All right. Let's see who's next. Mark is next. VA3 Mike Hotel Victor. Mark, are you still around?
Absolutely, Chuck. Thank you for doing it, my friend, especially under such adverse conditions. You are right about that. The culture is changing in some workplaces. At ours, they kind of encourage you not to come in and infect the whole workplace. So that's the way it should be, and I hope it ends up being that way in every workplace around the nation. Thank you for doing it, Chuck. I'll let you pick up everybody else. Squeak in a few of those extra, what are they now? The new acronym. OMNs. Those naps we like to take. Keep pounding the fluids, Chuck, and squeak in a few extra OMNs. Until next week, I'll say 7-3, everyone, and send it back to you to pick up the rest, Chuck. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
All right, Mark. You also have a fantastic signal tonight. Full strength over here. And yeah, well, I'm glad things are changing. I mean, when I looked up the Norwalk virus, which was an actual city in Connecticut, 50% of an entire school, I don't know how many that was, but exactly they said 50% of the whole school came down with this virus. You know what they also called it? The Norwalk virus was also called the winter vomiting disease. Anyways, let's hope there aren't any major breakouts due to this flu. I know I sure felt the brunt of it. Having a compromised immune system, now I'm going to try to be as careful as I can, but I mean, when your wife brings home the virus, it's kind of tough, you know, but I don't blame her for anything. She got it off someone else, so there you go. I do miss her having in bed next to me, but when you're moaning and wailing and hacking and tossing and turning, you know, she has to work, so it's better for her to sleep in the other bed for now. Thanks again, Mark. Let's see if Noel is still there or if he's on his way to London. VE3 KDT. Noel.
Sorry, excuse me. VE3 KDT. Yeah, sorry. Just caught me as I was coughing myself there. Thank you for, again, doing the net. Glad you're doing better, but sounds like you kind of ran out of steam there, so, or hitting the wall, I guess. But hope you take care of yourself and back to everything else.
Okay, Noel. By the way, when are we going to hear from you last before you head out there?
I can still get into the repeater even with a handheld, so if I end up taking down the station, whenever that is, I'll at least be able to get into there. I'm not sure about if I'll be able to check in on the Wednesday, but any other time I'll be able to be on that week.
All right, well, you can give it a shot, right? Doesn't hurt to try. I can pick up some pretty weak stations here. I do have a pretty good station in that regards. So when is move day is what I'm getting at.
I'm not fully sure exactly because I'm trying to get the keys a little bit early, but yeah, it's basically going to be like January 1st, December 31st. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to move on the drunk day. Everybody's hangover. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. New Year's isn't really a big one for me. When I do stuff, it's usually just party at home and have a couple of friends over, and that's about it. But, so yeah, not worried about missing that one.
Yeah, I'm well beyond that myself. The wife and I might have a shot of rye at midnight, or a sip of champagne. That's it. The only other time I have a shot of rye is on our anniversary, or again champagne. And that's it. My drinking days are well behind me. The 706 will live on forever, though. Some people know exactly what I mean. All right, let's go to Larry, VE3LBI.
You have me laughing here, Chuck, 706, yes. Yeah, those days are long gone.
Absolutely. But the memories are there, for sure.
They sure are, that's for sure. Anyways, yes, thanks for doing it, Chuck. Get some rest. Friday night, 8 o'clock, ZOE Reg 2. Anybody wants to join in? I'm not sure we're going to do the latter part of the month. We'll have to figure that out because one of the days, I believe, falls into Boxing Day, so we'll figure that out. But anyways, if you're willing, want to, Friday night, 8 o'clock on the ZOE repeater, VE3LBI. Back to you, Chuck. Thanks.
Okay, Larry. And thanks for checking up on me as well. And so I should be able to join you this Friday for the ZOE Rag Chew on Friday night. And I'll check in with you then. Thanks for being here, Larry. Appreciate it. Next, let's go to Victor Alpha 3 Whiskey Papa Golf with the beam.
Yo, Joe! Although I'm not going to lie, I was more of a fan of Cobra Commander's side because, just face it, Cobra Commander had the better armor, they had the better weapons, they had the better uniforms, they had the better vehicle, and they had the better army. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. 73, everybody. Have a good night. We will catch you on the next one. VA3WPG.
I kind of agree with you there, Chris. I actually liked the G.I. Joe movies. I think the last one was an origin story of Snake Eyes. I think that's what it was called, Snake Eyes. But I sure wish they made more of them. It was a lot of fun.
Thought it was, but one thing I will say is we were talking about the 60s today. I was more into the 3 and a quarter inch ones that the 80s, 1980s series.
Yes. Well, I understand not everybody is my age group, and of course there's people of different ages here. So, but anyways, it was nice to go down memory lane with all those toys that we grew up with, and yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. Well, thanks for participating, Chris. It was great having you join us. Always a pleasure. And we'll talk to you again soon, hopefully. Anything else?
They were 12-inch back then, too, when they came out in the 60s, too, versus the little short 3-inch ones. But, yeah, other than that, no, that'll be it. Have a good one, and we'll catch you around. VA3WPG.
Okay, very good, then. Let's go to Oakville and see if Jason is around. Victor Alpha 3, Delta Fox Golf. Jason, you there? Okay. All right, let's go to Rick, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Last call, Rick.
Yeah, hey, I guess some of the guys don't stick around till the end. There, Chuck, there, and a few guys you called. Anyway, we'll say 73 to everybody on here. And thanks for doing, Chuck. Good that you were even here and being able to do it. You surprised me. You still, even though you were sick, you were still able to put it together for the day. Anyway, I want to make an announcement too. They're on this weekend coming up. There's going to be the big contest for the weekend. I think is going to be the ARRL 10-meter contest, and it goes from 00 Zulu December the 13th, which means it actually starts on a Friday night at 7 p.m. and it goes to 23:59 December 14th, UTC, and that's a big one. Also, don't forget our net tomorrow, TP net for the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. Guys, VA3 CWM on 7100 on HF. And anyway, thanks for doing it there, Chuck, and I'm glad you're feeling better. So this is V3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Recheck E3 LBI.
Okay, Rick, thanks. I will join you tomorrow on 7.100 at 3 p.m. And Larry, go ahead.
You have another check-in on YouTube. Have a quick look, please.
Okay, late check-in from Bill. Oh, is that, yeah, that's VE3, Bring Naked Women. Okay, and Mark Max, who's that? Is that MHV? There we go. All right, well, thanks, Larry. I already have Bill in my log. He's VE3BNW, Bring Naked Women, and he's already in the log. I did try and call out to him earlier, but let's see if he's still there. I did call out for last call there, Bill, VE3BNW. You there?
Yeah, VE3BNW. Just got the little guy to bed. Just come down here and wasn't sure if he got me or not, call or not. So that's why I threw it on the interweb there first, in case I didn't get called in.
All right, very good. Well, thanks for joining us on the net once again. I do appreciate it. And I hope you and the family stay healthy and have a great Christmas season. It'd be nice to have a little bit of snow for Christmas for a change. We go with many Christmases without any snow on the ground. It'd be nice for a change. I just don't want as much snow as they get in Buffalo, but, just enough to cover a couple of inches to cover the ground at least. Anyhow, Bill, thanks again, my friend. I do appreciate it. I must have called you when you were putting the little one to bed.
Yeah, that's what it was. I thought I'd run down and check him before we close the net off there. Yeah, I still can show up at 24th and disappear on the 26th, as far as I'm concerned. Especially when you have to drive through it. Anyway, back to you, and you take care as well with the cold, and hopefully nobody else in the family gets it. The E3BNW, clear.
All right, Bill, thanks again. And thank you, Larry, for pointing that out. And, well, I think that brings my list to a close. Are there any last-minute check-ins that want to get into my log for the AREG? Please come now. All right, well, nothing heard, and it's currently 10:04 p.m., and we're going to shut down the net, and it's minus 3 degrees out here at the CJZ studio, and I want to wish everyone a great rest of the evening and the next 2 days until the weekend. And thank you all for joining me and giving me your best wishes. I do appreciate it. It makes me feel better. It goes a long way. And so with that, take care, everyone. Until next time, I'll be here doing it all again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, be safe and be kind to one another. This is VA3CJZ saying so long for now. 7-3 all. Okay. We're going to shut it down. Thank you very much for joining us. Good night.